This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Good evening. We hope you're having a blessed day. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Thanks for tuning in to News 25. Well, the Nye County Sheriff's Office says that they have arrested a person in connection with a recent murder. At least one man is in custody at this time following the tragic death of a passenger in a vehicle early Wednesday morning on Highway 372. NCSO says that they will be issuing a press release soon, and we'll keep you posted on this developing story. Well, Nevada is following California's lead in the continuation fight against the coronavirus. Starting at midnight, Nevada will require the use of face coverings while in public. That means, in a nutshell, you'll be required to wear a mask anytime that you leave your house. Governor Steve Sisolak signed the new directive and announced details as of the measure on Wednesday.
As you know, Nevada is continuing to operate in Phase 2 of our Roadmap to Recovery plan, allowing our medical, public health, and emergency response professionals to evaluate and analyze new trends, including what is now a 4-week upward trend in new daily cases. Unfortunately, as you can see from the data that I've presented to you in the numbers, we've taken some steps backwards. Clearly, for many, the excitement and enthusiasm from escaping from our confinement and finally being able to enjoy dinner out with our families, buy new clothes, or get a haircut overshadowed the good judgment we practiced in the previous months. We owe it to each other to accept the fact that wearing face mask coverings saves lives. My fellow Nevadans, I'm offering us all another opportunity to limit our risk for exposure and infection and to keep our businesses open and our economy moving forward. For Nevada to stay safe and to stay open, we must make face coverings a routine part of our daily lives. That's why today, at the recommendation of the medical advisory team, I signed a directive with a new requirement for Nevadans and visitors to wear a face covering, their nose and mouth with a mask or face covering when in public space. This is a mandate, so enforcement language is necessary. However, ideally, there won't be any criminal civil sanctions for individuals. The last thing I want is for monetary fines or criminal penalties to be imposed on Nevadans, which is why I strongly encourage everyone to follow this directive. The pandemic is not over. As I said last week, we are not post-COVID. We're still in the middle of the first wave of COVID. So please, I cannot emphasize this enough. Wear your face covering anytime you leave your house. When you go to a restaurant, when you stop at the pharmacy, when you enter a casino, wear your face covering. I'm asking Nevadans tonight to unify in an effort to move forward. Republicans, Democrats, nonpartisans, left and right, business owners and workers. Let's do what's necessary, not only to keep our economy open, but hopefully to allow us to go full throttle in the future safely and successfully.
And you can read the governor's directive in its entirety, which has some certain things taken into consideration, including mental health and medical health conditions and children. You can go to Nevada Health Response website at nvhealthresponse.nv.gov. Well, Nye County deputies are investigating a crash at a Pahrump RV park in which a vehicle struck a pedestrian and several other parked cars.
The crash happened Tuesday night at the Best Western RV Park off Loop Road. Deputies say a vehicle struck a man out with his dog, then struck several other vehicles before coming to a stop. The man who was struck is said to have minor injuries. His wife, in a Facebook post, said their dog named Bella ran off after the crash. In a later post, she said Bella had been found and was safe at home. The driver of the out-of-control vehicle reportedly told investigators that something got stuck under the gas pedal, causing him to be unable to stop. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue firefighters and medics assisted at the scene.
Well, airline stocks drop as states announce measures that could affect travel. Workers signed a petition asking Disney to delay reopening the parks, and more backlash against Facebook gains momentum.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, airline stocks are hitting turbulence. Airline shares fell this week as state officials in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut called for a 2-week quarantine on travelers arriving from states with high COVID infection rates. Disney is expected to begin the process of reopening on July 11th. Some employees are saying not so fast. More than 7,000 workers have signed an online petition asking Disney and the government officials in Florida to reconsider the opening of Disney. The boycott against Facebook is gaining momentum. Patagonia, Ben & Jerry's, and Eddie Bauer are among the corporations pausing ad buys on Facebook and joining the Stop Hate for Profit campaign. Facebook is accused of allowing speech that incites violence against protesters fighting for racial justice.
Thanks, Angela. More news, including your auction news report, right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, I know that I got really jealous of Cora, who got to ride shotgun with auctioneer Ski recently in a car that is up for auction this weekend.
This segment is brought to you by Estates 411.
You know, we had to shut down like everybody else for about 3 months. Now we're playing catch up. We're doing only online auctions, but we added a bit of twist to it because now we do live online auctions. In other words, you log on, you only bid online, but you can actually hear the auctioneer's voice, so you get to benefit with some of our great jokes and things like that. The feature auction that we're having is this Saturday. Preview will be Friday, and you can preview from 9 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. The auction starts online Saturday the 27th at 12 o'clock, so you should log on a little bit early. Just to go over some of the items that are in here, this is one of them. This belonged to a gentleman named Ron Sharp. He had a dually in town that had the 911 wrap, was quite well known. This was his baby. And unfortunately, Ron passed away on vacation some years back, and his wife decided that somebody else should be able to enjoy this car. So we have the Cobra, we have the Cadillac, we have beautiful gold-wing trike, we have Ron's custom flamed gold-wing trike, a lot of firearms. But the one thing not to take away from it with the cars, but we have a phenomenal collection of antique furniture. Most of it is American antique. You have a lot of Eastlake, you have a lot of Southwind, all kinds of just gorgeous antiques. The sale is online now, so if you go to www.estateauctions411.com or to the word CSEE sales.com, you'll be able to see the whole catalog. This car, it's a remanufactured Cobra kit car, but it's been done most certainly professionally, and it's almost an exact duplicate of a classic Cobra, or sometimes they refer to it as the 427 Cobra. You know, if anybody lives out in the San Vito area, they've seen this car coming up and down the road a couple times. This is my stress relief, is to come out here, get in this, and shoot up and down the road. But having said that, I would never, ever exceed the posted speed limit. Okay, so much for that, and I'll keep a straight face. Anyway, the auction will be at 4155 San Vito when it comes time to pick up. So after you participate in the auction on Saturday, then you have Sunday from 9 till 4 and Monday from 9 to 4 to come out here and visit with us and pick your stuff up, and away you go. So once again, you know, as I close out, and then I'm going to head out of here, you know, I really, really want to take a second. There's a couple organizations that I think we need to acknowledge whenever we can. The Sheriff's Auxiliary, those guys, what they did through this pandemic, and Channel 25, you know, and the work that you did to make sure everything was covered. The people stayed informed is phenomenal. In my opinion, and I'm not an expert, nor do I work for the White House, it's time to let's get back and start enjoying life. And if you want to finally get out after being cooped up for 4 months, I can't think of any way better than to do it in a Cobra, a trike, or a beautiful Goldwing motorcycle. Then when you get home, you can furnish your house with a bunch of antiques and stunning jewelry. Then when you want to go hunting, we also have a whole lot of guns that'll be in the sale also. So once again, folks, it's really nice coming back, getting back in business. And the part I missed about it both, along with Ron and Nolan, is not being able to see all our friends out there. So we're back, we're up, and we're running strong.
So cute. I hope I get that car for a gift. Well, anyways, the Nye County School District Superintendent Dale Norton retired at the end of this past school year. Following an extensive 4-month process, the Nye County School District Board has chosen Dr. Warren Schillenberg, who has over 35 years experience in education. The board says he has a broad base of experience in all levels of education, along with his collaborative leadership style, which has resulted in documented achievement results throughout his career. He will assume his new appointment July 1st of 2020. Nye County School District held their interviews with the superintendent candidates online for the public to view via Zoom.
All right. So what is your interest in this position, becoming the new superintendent for Nye County School District?
What is my interest?
Yes.
Well, I want to get back to being a superintendent. We moved out west because my wife is still a professor at the College of Southern Nevada. So we wanted to be closer to her job where she could, from Phoenix, she can fly. But in Nye County, she could actually drive. So that makes it a lot better for us, our family. And your district, I read through your strategic plan. I am excited by your desire to be the best in the state, be up there nationally, because I think I don't see that very often in rural districts, and I think that's exciting, and I'd like to be a part of that challenge and make it happen.
And we will be having an in-person interview with our new superintendent in the coming weeks. News 25 will return right after this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
The Nevada State Immunization Program has received a supplemental funding award of $1,279,710 for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to fund an enhanced influenza vaccination campaign during the 2021 influenza season. The purpose of this funding is to increase the number of Nevadans who receive their annual influenza vaccination as a critical part of Nevada's COVID-19 response, and to decrease the burden of preventable influenza illnesses and hospitalizations over the healthcare system. The projected co-circulation of influenza viruses and COVID-19 during the 2021 influenza season, it will be more important, they say, than ever for everyone aged 6 months and older to be vaccinated against influenza. According to the Nevada Department of Employment, Training and Rehabilitation's May 2020 economic report, employment in Nevada is up 32,700 jobs over the month, and the unemployment rate declined 25.3%. This report is the second report which covers the period affected by the COVID-19 public health emergency and reflects some of the early effects of reopening the economy. Beginning to rebound from April's lows, Nevada added jobs back faster than the nation this month at a rate of 2.9% and 1.9% respectively. Accommodation and food services added 16,800 jobs over the month, which is representative of the ease in restrictions on establishments that serve food during the reference period of May 12th. The report also notes that employment is down 245,300 jobs over the year, a growth rate of negative 17.3%. Nevada's employment levels remain low despite the strong over-the-month growth and are at levels last seen in 2012. The state's unemployment rate is 25.3% this month, down 4.7 percentage points from April, but up 21.3 percentage points when compared to last May. Nevada's unemployment insurance claims saw a decrease of initial claims over the month of 132,678, or 64%. Well, school is out and kids are eager for summertime fun, but this year will look different due to COVID-19. Dr. Frank Esper of Cleveland Clinic Children says if you're making a splash at a community pool or hotel pool, the water shouldn't be an issue.
This is something that will that really is been spreading to this point through the air, you know, and on these droplets. It is unlikely that this is going to be gone through the water. I don't expect that the pools will be a problem, except for the fact that it brings a bunch of people together in one small area.
Experts say pools should be well maintained, including disinfection with chlorine or bromine. Chlorinated pool water kills viruses and should inactivate coronavirus, according to the CDC. All high-touch areas like handrails, lounge chairs, slides, and restroom facilities should be regularly disinfected by pool personnel. Many pools now have occupancy limits to reduce crowd size, but you'll want to practice social distancing and stay 6 feet away from others in and around the pool. Also remember to wash or sanitize your hands after touching commonly used areas like the restroom, door handles, or railings. And don't forget to bring a mask.
If you're outside the pool, if you're just on the deck or on the on the side of a pool, wearing a mask is probably a good idea when you're not swimming.
Dr. Esper says because public pools bring groups of people together and usually draw children, they're probably not the best place to hang out this summer if you're considered high risk for COVID-19.
If you're in the market for a new computer, you have choices, and the first step to making the right choice is to assess your needs. In today's Great Computer Deals quick tutorial, Josh Osborne has the top reasons for and against buying a laptop.
Hi, it's Josh with Pahrumph's own Great Computer Deals. Let's get right into it. It's time for another quick tutorial. What do I buy, a desktop, laptop, or a tablet? Here are the top reasons for and against buying a laptop. Laptops are extremely portable and great when you need to take your computing needs on the go. Modern laptops have gotten much lighter, thinner, and offer the same computing power of a desktop and a much more convenient package. But laptops can cost more, be much more expensive to upgrade, and many offer limitations on how far you can update the hardware. Laptops are also much more prone to drops, spills, and damage due to their portable nature. Remember, it's about your needs. If a laptop works for you, that's the right answer. Why trust a technician when you can trust a friend? Great Computer Deals is located at 1190 East Highway 372. Call us at 775-990-8833.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, as we head into our break, we're going to come back in just a moment with our weather. Let's take a quick look outside and see what's happening. Beautiful, picturesque view right there. We'll have more right after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donohue. Today's weather. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 108 degrees, a low of 81, 114, a low of 86 in Death Valley, 105, a low of 72 in Amargosa, 101, a low of 70 in Beatty, 87, 57 in Goldfield, 84 for the high in Tonopah, 89 for the high in Carson City. Both of those towns have a low of 56 degrees, 93, a low of 57 in Fallon, and 92, once again, a low of 57 up in Fernley. Now today in Pahrump, we saw sunny skies. Our high today was 103 degrees, Winds coming out of the south up to 16 miles per hour, 11% humidity, and our sunrise at 5:27 this morning. Now for tonight, we're going to see clear skies. Our low is going to be 73 degrees. It is 102 outside currently with 17 mile per hour winds out of the east. Humidity at 23% and 8:05 tonight for our sunset. Now looking ahead to that 7-day, we're still expecting some clouds on Friday, then nothing but sunny skies from the weekend all through next Thursday. We're also still going to be dealing with some winds up to 11 to 13 miles per hour on Friday and Saturday, up to 29 miles per hour on Sunday, and then back to 12 miles per hour on Monday and again next Thursday. Now our temperatures, we're looking at a little bit of a dip. We're still going to be seeing those triple digits on Friday and Saturday with highs of 100 and 104. Then we're going to drop down to 98 on Sunday, down into those 80s on Monday and Tuesday, then back into those 90s again by next Wednesday and Thursday. Now our overnights are also seeing that short little dip from Friday and Saturday. We're going to be in those 70 degrees, down to about those mid to low 60s from Sunday to Tuesday, then back up to those high 60s, low 70s once again by Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And so now with that, we're going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna.
Thanks so much, Michael. And that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM-TV and Ace Country Radio. Have a great night. See you back here tomorrow.